What is going on, everybody? Just wanted to do a little update video on the way my life is going. I'm doing a little vlog here. I feel like it's fucking 2010 again or something. I had a competition yesterday, and some people were asking how it went. Those questions, along with like why the hell I was in the hospital a couple weeks ago too. So just a little update on everything, I guess, for anyone that's interested. I don't really know why, but so had a competition yesterday. I did shitty. I wanted to end up 551, 380 something, 730 something for a 1600 plus total. Just been using the last couple of competitions to build stuff up, just build that total back up a little bit, and I don't know. I just had a bad day. There's no excuse for it or anything. I hadn't squatted in a few months because of my knee acting up and getting swollen and hurting again and stuff. So I just didn't really want to mess with it. So I've just been doing a bunch of lunges, a bunch of split squats, just some weighted unilateral stuff, and maybe an occasional box squat here and there with not a whole lot of weight. So the first time I actually squatted in 4 months was about a week out from the meet, where I hit 500 pretty easy, felt pretty good, nothing hurt. My knees stayed on the inside of my body, so that was definitely a plus. But yeah, so anyway, squats actually felt great compared to everything else, so I'm not really too sure what to think about that or how to reorganize training. If I can keep getting my squat better by not fucking squatting, that'd be fantastic. But ended up hitting a pretty easy 551 squat. I was very surprised, so crushed that. It felt great. First two benches felt totally fine. It was like 340 something, 360 something, super easy. 380 came down easy. It hit my chest. I went to press and just nothing. There was just nothing. Like, I got all loose. It felt like my triceps weren't working anymore. So I missed that lift, and then the rest of the day was just shit. I was just tired. I really think going for a squat like that after not squatting at all just totally wore me out. So I'm paying for it today too. It's the day after, and my fucking bone marrow is sore today, I'm pretty sure. And everything from my thoracic spine down. My fucking neck is sore from packing it into the bar so hard. But anyway, so that kind of sucked. Didn't get over 1600, was a little bummed out, but I mean, given everything that happened leading up to the meet, it's not too surprising. So about 4 weeks out from the meet, I pulled a hangnail out of my left ring finger one day. Woke up the next day, and my finger looked like there was a golf ball shoved under my fingernail. I somehow got MRSA, and my whole hand pretty much blew up. I'm just assuming I got it from the chickens or something. They carry all kinds of shit around, but I try to wash my hands and everything. But I guess I got a little something in there. So I was on a bunch of very strong antibiotics for that whole week, and couldn't really train too much because my fucking hand hurt so bad from the pus that needed to be evacuated from it. So once that healed up, I was like, all right, back in training, feeling good, doing all right. And then, two weeks ago on a Tuesday, I'm sitting at work, 10 o'clock in the morning, hadn't had too much caffeine yet, not stressed out. I'm sitting there hosting a Zoom presentation about planning your fall garden, which is, it's not really a very high stress work environment that I'm in general. But all of a sudden, I was just super hyper aware of my heartbeat. Like, I could feel it, my whole entire body, started feeling sick everywhere, started just feeling just bad from head to toe. So I stood up, started moving around. I checked my heart rate, and this is when I started freaking out a little bit. My heart rate had jumped up to 170 beats per minute. So I was like, okay, that's not normal. So I'd get somebody else to kind of finish hosting my Zoom presentation for me, and I started walking out the door. Luckily, Nancy, my girlfriend, was there. She drove me about halfway to the hospital, and I was just like, we have to pull over. I'm pretty sure I'm having a stroke right now. So pull over, call an ambulance. They come and pick me up the second half of the way to the hospital. My first blood pressure reading in the ambulance was 207 over 130. So this is coming from a person that's never had high blood pressure. I've never had anything over 130, anything over 80 ever. Like, sometimes the cuffs are too small, and that gives a weird reading, but they use an adult large cuff. So it's like the right size and everything, and he had 207 over 130, so they're pulling like the fucking heart medicine out. They've got the adenosine needle sitting out, they've got the pads out. Like, don't worry, it's a precaution. Like, okay, I'll do my best not to die. But so that lasted a couple of hours. Actually, went to the hospital. Just felt like shit. So then, finally, whatever it was broke off. Started feeling a little bit better. Went home. Slept okay that night and everything, and then I just took off work the rest of the week and just slept. I just fucking slept for 4 straight days. I mean, I don't even take naps or anything. So I've been seeing some cardiologists trying to figure out what's going on. So far, nothing. The first thought was I had an SVT. His heart went out of rhythm for some reason, but normally that doesn't coincide with a higher blood pressure. That coincides with a lower blood pressure. So my blood pressure has been high. It's been very high ever since. So I mean, I bought a blood pressure cuff to check at home, like I'm fucking 90 years old or something like that. But so I've been checking it, and it's consistently now in the 150s, sometimes up in the 160s. My diastolic pressure's still like okay. It's still like 80s, mid 80s and stuff, so that's not really going up like crazy. But hopefully I'll get it figured out. No problems during the meet, no problem when I got back into training. But I think missing a couple of those training sessions, kind of right up at the end of the meet, when we're really trying to tie everything together and peak and realize all the transformation stuff and everything. Yeah, definitely didn't help anything. So it sucks because training was going pretty well, albeit inconsistent on my part getting 2 training sessions and stuff, but it was still going pretty good, and I was capable of what I wanted to do. It's just, real life is a fucking bitch. But yeah, so that's it. So I just figured this would be easier to explain via video than typing something stupid out. So I'm sorry this video is 7 minutes long, but hey, whatever. Thanks for checking in. For everyone that reached out to figure out why I was dying, thank you. I don't know if it's going to happen again. I don't know if it happens again if I'm going to be in like serious fucking trouble, because I mean that's like stroke high stuff with no explanation for why it happened so far. So it's always something. Jesus Christ, my body is a fucking nightmare. Man, but all right. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching.